Here's how to create basic shapes and manipulate those basic shapes in Illustrator. From the toolbar, I'm going to choose the default, which is the rectangle tool, and if I click and hold down on that, I can see other basic shapes that we can use also. I can create a tear-off strip if I move over to the far right side, and that displays all those basic shapes in this little mini tear-off strip. Once I'm done with it, I can close it down or bring it back up again. With the rectangle tool selected and with the default colour set to a white fill and a black stroke, I can just click and drag out my rectangle shape. If I want to move that shape or resize it, I can click on the selection tool, click and drag and reposition. I can resize by clicking and dragging on a corner. If I want to resize that box to a specific dimension, from the top menu here I can click on transform, and it gives me the width and height in dimensions in millimeters, and I can type in a specific dimension that I require. Press return, and that's now set my rectangle to those dimensions that I've entered. I can also enter dimensions directly before drawing the rectangle. Again, I'll choose the rectangle tool, and instead of clicking and dragging, I'll just simply click once. This brings up this dimensions panel, and I can enter the dimensions to create my rectangle. There is a rectangle to my specific dimensions I've just entered. The same works with all the other basic shapes. We've got a rounded rectangle, very similar to the regular rectangle, but if I click on this, we have options to change the values of the curves on the corner of our rectangle. Ellipse tool again works the same way. We can transform it, enter in specific values. If I enter in the same value for the width and height, we get, of course, a circle. We can also rotate these shapes. We can click on the rotate tool, and we can click and drag around the outside of the object to rotate it. It rotates by default on the center of the shape. If I hold down the Shift key, I can restrict movement to 45 and 90 degree angles. I can change the rotation point by simply clicking and dragging that default center point, and now if I click and drag, we've got a new point of rotation. So that's basic shapes, clicking and dragging to create a shape, moving with the selection tool, and entering dimensions to adjust the shape using the transform tool, or clicking once in the document area to enter a number value to create your basic shapes.